You can have anything you want. You can do anything you want because you can be anything you want. Good morning, everybody. My name is Raul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the host of the Mr. Genuine podcast. Today is Friday, March 6th, 7:18 a.m. And right now, on camera, on TikTok and YouTube, I have my electric guitar. And you guys can't see it here on Twitch, but I'm showing you guys. Obviously now you can see it, but when I'm holding it down here, there's just a floating... I'm just looking down. No one knows what I'm looking at. Yes. I get distracted with my guitar. I actually get distracted easily because there are so many things to do in this life that sometimes I'm like, you know what am I supposed to focus on right now? And there's a couple things I want to talk about in this episode. The first thing was the first thing I said, which was you can have anything you want because you can become anything you want. If you put your mind to it, you can just about do anything, guys. To the extent of the universal laws, right? You can't break gravity. You can't just break the law of gravity. You can't just change yourself and think that it's going to happen like that. But there are some things you can do to just be different, to just be delusional. And I'm making these videos. I'm making this content. I'm really happy about doing this because, well, one day I'm going to be an old man. I'm actually an old man already, but I'm going to be a super old man, and I'm going to be able to look back at these videos that I'm making and just be able to look at myself at 30 years old, at 25 years old, and at 20 years old whenever I started making videos. And I'll be able to look at myself through the decades, the generations, and just like every 10 years. And I really encourage you guys to just at least document your life at least a little bit. I have photos of myself in college when I was trying to grow out my hair. I'm sure you guys can tell my hair's kind of crazy right now. I'm growing it out. I'm grateful that I have hair. And I'm grateful that I have a brain inside the skull that works. I'm grateful to be here, guys. And like I said, if you can imagine it appear, if you can think about it, if you can conceptualize it, if you can really just trust the ideas that you have and take action and then learn from them, you're going to be fine. I was thinking about how parents nowadays, they have like this whole process of like, you know, you got to feed the child this and that, do this and that, step-by-step formula on how to take care of a baby. Parents nowadays are really blessed. Shout out to all the parents, by the way. Hardworking parents. Shout out to all the people out there that wake up every day for their family. And right now I'm thinking about my dad, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that fact. I'm happy my father's still in my life. I'm happy that my brothers are in my life. I'm happy about the fact that I can get on here and be alive. So that's why I'm making these videos. But I was thinking about how parents back then like the olden times, like the original mothers, the original fathers, they had no script to go off of. They had no YouTube. They had no FaceTime to tell each other what to do. So we've definitely been pampered. We've definitely been given a lot of privileges and luxuries in this life, in this day and age in 2026, which is crazy. I just did my taxes yesterday for 2025, and I'm like, wow, that's how much money I made last year. That's all I did last year. This year is going to be better. This year is going to be the best year that we've all experienced, and then it's only going to be just a little propeller onto next year. And to the year after, And of course, we can always just joke around and be like, okay, well, we might not even make it after this year. We might just be completely under rubble at the end of the year, right? What was it? I'm trying to play. I had this thing in my head. I'm trying to see if I can remember it. I forget. I'll have to look it up. Very clearly, I'm not under any stress right now. I actually have I have work in like 10 minutes. I have to get going in like 10 minutes. But I'm deciding, you know what? Let me just get on camera. Let me just get distracted by my guitar. Let me just start talking about things that I want to talk about. And I was watching a Gary Vaynerchuk video. Shout out Gary V, by the way. That guy, he's something else. He's truly he's sent by God. He's like whatever higher up being there is. Gary V is definitely up there. There's lots of great people out there, and they will all tell you, just like I'm gonna tell you, do not compare yourself. Do not completely compare yourself to anybody, really. Don't care about what other people think. Don't care about their opinions unless the people that are telling you something in regards to your ideas, they're actually just giving you constructive feedback, and they just want you to see it from their perspective, considering how much desire you have to fulfill your dreams. There's definitely wisdom in being able to listen to other people when they tell you, hey, don't jump into that volcano. I know that's a fun idea that you have, but don't do it because you might get fucked up. So there's a very small silver lining between the two. And yesterday, when I was a little stressed out yesterday, and I was really thinking to myself, care less, start caring a little bit less. I was watching this TikTok of this guy just like straight up going, like, it went viral, the video of just him just like saying talking to the camera, care less, care less, care less, care less, care less. Or like you care too much, you care too much, you care too much, you care too much, you care too much. Care a little bit less. You're not gonna be here forever. You're not gonna be here forever. So whatever you do today, it's gonna be your decision. There's gonna be nobody else to blame but yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. That's why I'm like deciding to make these videos right now and document everything. How does it go? Awesome, wow. I low-key just tuned by ear. That was crazy. Also, it's easier to have the song and the music in my ear when I have my headset on. Wow, guys, this episode has not been super productive. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to come on here before work, make some content, record myself, capture the moment, because that's what it's all about. If you don't get on stream, if you don't record, that's fine. That's totally fine. I just encourage you to find something that's gonna make you feel proud of living the life you live. Yes, go to work. Yes, make money. Yes, take care of your family. But at the end of the day, it's only you. You have to be able to take care of yourself. Thank you, Nora. I appreciate that. You guys make this all happen. The reason why I'm streaming, the reason why I'm like out here is because you guys are here. The only way I'll ever be successful is if I make others successful, is if I make other people feel like they can accomplish anything. Because I can believe that. I believe that I can do anything. Of course, it's a bit of a trial and error because there's a lot of things I'm trying to learn this, I'm trying to remember this riff. And I'm trying to remember this riff, but I cannot remember it. And that is my challenge. That's where I'm at. And it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty much just like, I'm trying to cover all the things I had in mind. Gary V talking about, I'll try. How does it go? Dun, 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 dun. I forget how it goes. I I forget how it goes, but I'll learn it. I'll learn it and I'll play it for you, Nora. I promise. That's a great. I have to learn more songs. And theme songs are great things to learn. Let me go over the checklist real quick before I let you guys go, because I do want to let you guys go. It's already been a 10-minute episode, and Gary Vee, he was talking about how you should just keep posting, and you have time, guys. That's the last thing I wanted to say. You have time. If you're somebody watching the stream and you feel stressed, or if you already hit 30, I'm 30 right now, by the way, and I was feeling like I was like running out of time and I have to do things quick. I have to be able to do all this stuff by now. But you know what? Like I said, I started caring less about what other people think, and I started caring more about what I think. Like all I'm trying to do right now in front of you guys is trying to figure out this damn lick. I know. There's an order to. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember it. I'm gonna be so frustrated. I'm gonna be so frustrated when I find out later how to actually play it, and I'll be like, oh man. But yes, guys, you have time. I just took a little bit of time out of my day just now trying to figure out this fucking riff, but I couldn't do it. Thank you, Nora. And I'm really grateful to be here, guys. I really do appreciate you guys for being a part of this, watching the show. Subscribe and like and follow me for more. And I'm gonna keep going. If you guys don't even know me, I'm Raul, by the way. I don't even think I introduced myself. My name is Raul. I did, actually. I did. But let me reintroduce myself. My name is Raul. I am alive here with my guitar. I called my guitar The Way. That's the name of my guitar, The Way. It's an interesting, silly name I gave it. And you have time. Focus on your dreams yourself until you are the main focus. I've been hearing that quote all week. Focus on yourself until others focus on you. Because if you focus on the external world, you're not going to get everything you expected. You never are. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. But you never get what you expected. But if you focus on yourself, if you focus on the things that you know you can control about you, your mind, anything you want to be possible within the universal laws. Like I said, you can't break gravity. I can't just tell my guitar pick to start floating up after I let it go. I can't just say, why is this always working? Why am I always happy? Why is this always happening? Why is my pick always falling? I don't get it. There are things out there in the universe that if you keep doing, it's always going to happen. It's always going to happen that way. So you have to be able to understand and use these laws to your advantage. Use your brain. And I don't say that to be mean or rude or anything, because that is not the point of me saying that. The point of me saying that is to remind you that you have an amazing tool and an amazing, honestly, star power. Star power is all up here, really. If you're able to grab the universe and conceptualize it in your mind, that's an incredible thing to do. And of course, guys, with this time that you do have, make sure to spend time with the family, with the friends, and show love to your neighbors, because there are a lot of great people out there. There's only like 10 or 11 bad people out there, but they tend to move around a lot. So it's kind of hard to like really, they move around a lot. There's one more thing I wanted to say, and it was a quote. Actually, you know what? I already said it. It was a Jim Rohn quote at the beginning. Everybody, by the way, I'm going to get off the live stream. I have to go to work. I get to go to work. I'm going to go to work. You can have anything you want. And you can have more than what you have. Because you can be more than what you are. I love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Happy Friday. I will be back. And I will see you all in the next episode, stream, whatever. Gone.